It was May 1833, in Kirtland, Ohio. The church was still so young, barely 3 years old, but revelation was coming quickly. Joseph Smith had just organized the School of the Prophets, and the saints were gathering, seeking to know God in a world that didn't quite understand them. Doctrine and Covenants, section 93, arrived unlike any revelation they'd received before. At that time, most Christians believed God was far away, almost impossible to grasp. But Joseph shared something entirely different. He declared, man was, also, in the beginning, with God. Imagine being a farmer, or a blacksmith in Kirtland, hearing that for the first time. Suddenly, you're not just a follower, you're an heir. Someone who lived with God before you were born, destined to receive of his fullness. This doctrine wasn't just for scholars. It reached men like Sidney Rigdon and Frederick G. Williams, men who were converts, still rough around the edges, still learning. The idea that we all had a pre-mortal existence, that we could gain God's light and truth step by step, that was revolutionary. Doctrine and Covenants, section 93 verse 13, teaches us, even Jesus didn't receive a fullness at first, but progressed from grace to grace. And then the Lord promises, you shall receive grace for grace. To me, that means hope. The path to becoming Christlike isn't instant. It doesn't matter if you're a prophet or a new convert or somewhere in between. The Lord invites us to take it step by step, to grow to learn, to repent, to seek more light and truth every single day. The saints in Kirtland took that seriously. They studied together. They tried to set their homes in order. In fact, this revelation specifically told them, set in order your own house. The Lord was inviting them to build strong foundations, beginning right where they stood. It teaches us who God is, but also who we are. Eternal beings, children of divine origin. Once we know that everything changes, our choices, our habits, our hopes, they all become brighter. So if you ever feel like you're not enough, remember, the saints in Kirtland weren't perfect either, but they were learning, climbing the ladder of the gospel, one grace-filled step at a time. That same climb is ours. Christ has already walked it. If we follow him gaining light for light, grace for grace, we will receive of his fullness. That's his promise to us, and that's worth everything. Thanks for watching.